Indian economic updates. The Supreme Court ruled that its 25th July judgment, affirming states' authority to tax mineral rights and mineral-bearing lands, will apply retroactively from 1st April 2005, despite opposition from the centre and mining companies. This decision led to a decline in metal and mining stocks, including Tata Steel and NMDC. States can collect tax arrears, estimated at almost 2 lakh crore, in installments over 12 years from 1st April 2026, without interest or penalties for the period before 25th July 2024. Industry experts warn the ruling will increase operational costs for mining, steel, power, and coal companies, potentially impacting investments and consumers. Bankers are concerned about the Reserve Bank of India's upcoming regulations, which are expected to tighten project finance provisioning, introduce a new expected credit loss framework, and raise liquidity coverage ratio requirements. These changes, likely to take effect later this year, may impact bank profitability. The proposed guidelines include increasing provisions for infrastructure loans and mandating earlier recognition of credit stress. Bankers worry these measures could slow credit growth and economic development, particularly by discouraging digitization. However, some analysts argue that implementing these rules now will strengthen the banking sector, which is currently in a robust position to handle transitional challenges. India could attract up to $3 billion in inflows by August's end due to MSCI's inclusion of 7 new stocks in its Global Standard Index and an increase in HDFC Bank's weight. MSCI is also removing restrictions on Adani Group stocks, allowing them to be included in indices. The changes are expected to boost India's weight in the Emerging Markets Index to a record 20%. However, anticipated inflows might be around $1.8 billion for HDFC Bank instead of $3.8 billion due to recent share price drops. MSCI has also updated its India Small Cap Index, adding 27 stocks including Bandhan Bank and Go Digit General Insurance. India added 1,733.7 megawatts of solar power capacity in July, bringing the total to 87.2 gigawatts by month end, according to the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. For FY25 until July, solar capacity additions reached 5,394 megawatts. FY24 saw approximately 15 gigawatts of new solar installations, with FY25 expected to add 30 to 35 gigawatts, the highest ever if achieved. Accelerated renewable energy growth is supported by increased auctions and improved equipment availability. Agencies plan to auction 50 gigawatts of renewable capacity this fiscal year, matching FY24's total. To hit its 500 gigawatts renewable target by 2030, India needs to invest $190 to $215 billion over 7 years.